Somehow everybody's an ashigarami expert. As soon as this came out, and everybody's ashi, all this stuff. Okay, you guys don't know shit about ashi except the guy who's really inventing it, which is, you know, two or three guys that are pioneers of this, you know. So, but somehow, like, just like 10 years ago, catch wrestlers coming out of the woodworks everywhere, and all of a sudden everybody's a catch wrestler, you know. Anyway, use that if you want. It's my humor, you know. If you don't like it, don't watch me, okay? All right, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna start with an Achilles lock. The reason I start with the Achilles lock is that it's, for me, to teach students, it's one of the, I would say it's the weaker of all of the foot locks, but it's also the safest way to train the foot locks because you can still practice your isometric grip by clamping and holding tight, rather than practicing this grip and you wrench too hard, you're gonna pop your partner's ankle. So a very safe way to train the Achilles lock. Okay, now what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna give you guys a cool transition drill here. So, this is more of an older version of the Achilles lock, nothing new here. When my partner releases this foot, I'm going to stick this knee back in to the inside, and as I flex my knee outward, it's actually going to cause pressure on his ankle, causing him to go to this side. I'm going to release, and then I'm going to scoot in, and I'm going to swap my legs and my hands to the opposite side. He's going to block, which is very common. This foot over is keeping him from coming forward. Okay, he's going to have to clear this. So I scoot back, stick my knee in, open up, attack the other leg. So I'm just using that knee insert to help me transition to a better position. Again, so position holding the ankle, great training position because you're not gonna, even if you go fast, there's less chance of you tweaking your partner's foot, which is always, for me, is my biggest thing for my students now, is just being able to train safely and enjoy their training and not get too beat up, okay? Past the warrior stage at this point. All right, so, over, he clears, scoot, knee inside, flex the knee outward, and notice my foot is hooking his hip. That helps my knee get a better bite to go outward. As I go outward, his body rotates. I'm going to ditch this, and now tuck my feet in and go to the opposite side. Does that make sense? One thing I want you guys to do to complete the Achilles lock, if you want to finish the lock, is make sure your fist is as high as possible. And then the next thing you guys want to do is you want to put your back and hips and actually shoulder. So a lot of people just put the hips. A lot of people just put the back. Your hips go forward, your back arches, but the key detail is my shoulder right here. My shoulder is actually flexing the foot backward. So if you watch this, watch how my shoulder goes into the instep, and there makes a more powerful Achilles lock. Keep in mind that this hand needs to be, come on this side please, this hand needs to be high up on the chest the whole time. If you choose, you can actually use the other hand to support, to make a tighter grip, and if you had the gi, you can actually grab the right side of your lapel, feed the gi here, which actually makes a really good control because nothing slides down. So you can do that with the gi as well. So this is kind of a cool drill to do it both gi and no gi.